back to my channel. If you are new here and yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell beside it. Blessing Eto. Fashion is lifestyle. Hey guys, it's pretty long since the last time I appeared on here. That is because I am having a baby and needed all the time I can possibly get to enable me get some rest and also prepare for my baby. Although I have not been posting any videos, yet I have been making videos and now I am back and back in full. So welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell beside it to stay up to date with every activity. Autumn is here, you don't want to miss the interesting videos coming in. So for today's video, I'll be showing you how I made this beautiful crop top, great for summer and autumn. With all this said, let's get right into this video. These are the items I'll be using for this project. My pattern paper. I also have at the top I'll be tracing to get my pattern and other necessary tools like my tape, fabric cutting scissors, paper cutting scissors, thread cutter, tracing pen, pencil, rulers, pins. Here I'm folding my paper on a reverse to get it to lay flat, and I'll cut out a smaller piece to work with. Let's assume this paper is unfolded. I'll place a 1-inch line as the guard for the neck and shoulder point, then take it across. On this line, I will put a 3 inches mark. This mark is for the neck and shoulder point. Since this is a crop top and the top I'm tracing from is longer, I'll mark my desired top length, which is 14 inches plus a 1-inch hem allowance. Then take both marks across and square up all the marks. You can lengthen or shorten yours if you want. To create the frontal pattern, I will lay the front of the top up and fold it over, then adjust and straighten the top. I will lay this folded side on this part of the paper which is unfolded. Then match up the shoulder of this top to this mark on the neck and shoulder line. At this point, I will fold over my top to the length of this lines I drew. I bought from a craft store these washers to place on fabrics or patterns to hold down. I will use these washers to hold down the top while I trace. With my pencil, I will start tracing from the shoulder, leaving out the armhole, then trace the side. To trace out this armhole, I am going in with some pins to keep the sleeves down. Lay it on my paper and trace. I will define the neck by dropping the neck depth by 1, then round it with my armhole curve ruler. I will trace out my pattern and add up about ½ an inch seam allowance. If you're working with a super 4-way stretchy fabric, adding up seam allowance isn't necessary if you use your exact body measurement. With this, my front pattern is ready for cut. To create the back panel, I will cut out another pattern and follow the same process I used to create the front panel. I'll put the back top up and unfold, Lay it properly on my pattern paper and trace. To add the seam allowance, I'll lay my front pattern on the back and trace out the side. Here I'm laying the armhole to trace, then add up the seam allowance of 1/2 inch and cut out. For the sleeves, I'll place another pattern paper on fold. Since the sleeves I'll be tracing from is shorter, I will mark my desired sleeve length of 25 inches on my pattern paper, including a 1 inch hem allowance, then lay the folded side of the sleeves on the folded side of the paper. I'm going in to align the shoulder point here at the start point of the pattern, then begin tracing down. I will fold the sleeves to enable me trace the armhole. I will flip it over to trace the back side of the sleeves and repeat the same process. After which I'll add up 1/2 inch seam allowance and indicate with 3 notches for the back and 2 notches for the front, then cut out the pattern, add up the grain line. With this 3-piece, my crop top is ready for cut and sew. These are the items I'll be using to cut and sew this top. This beautiful white fabric with 2-way stretch, a matching thread, fabric scissors, my already prepared pattern and other necessary sewing items. Since this fabric has a 2-way stretch, here I'm checking which side has the most amount of stretch, then lay it on fold. I will lay the side of my pattern which says on fold on the side on the fold, going with my washers to secure and cut out. I will repeat for the back. It also says to cut and fold. Here I will place the notch. Since the front and back armhole are different, I won't be cutting the sleeves on fold. Rather, I will lay my fabric out, place the sleeve pattern on the grain and cut out the first sleeve. Transfer the notches. To cut the second sleeve, I will lay the sleeve pattern face down or right side down on the right side of my fabric and cut out, then transfer the notches. For the waistband of the top, I'll be using this cuff fabric. I will take the waist circumference of 14 inches on the fold and add a 5/8 seam allowance to the side. Also make the length 3 inches. I will cut out leaving this side on the fold. To sew, I will put both front and back piece together with right sides facing each other. Match up the shoulders and side seams and secure with some pins. With 1/2 inch seam allowance, I will sew close the shoulders and sides. For the sleeves, I will fold it and put this end to that. Put in some pins and sew down using my serger. If you don't have a serger, you can go ahead and use a stretch or zigzag stitch on your regular sewing machine. Now I have my 3-piece ready, the bodies and sleeves sewn. To attach the sleeves to the bodies, I will turn the wrong side out, take the right side of one sleeve and slide into the armhole of the bodies, then match up the notches of the sleeves to that of the bodies. Match up the shoulder point underarm and round the armhole, then secure with some pins. Also repeat for the second sleeve. I'll take it to my machine and sew around both armholes. After the sleeves, I'll attach the neckband and the waistband. To do this, I'll measure around the neck to get its circumference, which is 19 inches. I will lay my fabric on fold and confirm if I have up to the circumference, then take the length for 11 inches, which will be 5.5 inches when folded by half. Including half an inch seam allowance. Cut it out, add some pins to both neck and waistband, and sew both pieces down using their respective seam allowance. To attach this piece, I will give a notch to the midpoint on this waist and neck band. This is the center and this is the side points. With the wrong side out and the seam to the center, I will fold it over by half and match up the center seam. You can do a basting stitch round to keep it together or go in with some pins. I will be attaching this seam point to the mid back bodice. I'll turn the wrong side of the top out and slide in the neckband through the neck opening on the bodice, then match up the seam on the neckband to the midpoint on the back bodice. Match up all three pieces and pin together. I will also match up the center notches of the band and bodice neck. Also match up the side neck to the shoulder point on the bodice, then sew around. For the waistband, I will turn the right side out, fold it into half and pin while matching up the notches. I will be attaching this side seam to one of the side seams on the bodice. With the wrong side of the bodice still out, I will slide the waistband into the bodice and match up the waist seams, after which I sew it round. So take this sewing machine and sew it all the way around with 1/2 inch seam allowance. You can fold the sleeves hem by 1 inch and sew round using either a cover stitch or your regular stitch. And that is it for this spread big crop top. And this is the final look.